Ooh, the music changed. First we need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nagato Kameda. Okay, he was born April 28th. Wow. Blood type is O. Chest is 33 inches. Weight is 143 labors. And height is 5'9". I'm taller than Nagato. I'm 6'4". The victim is Nagato Kameda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a stab wound in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Cause of death. His body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a location on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Okay. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Is there something wrong with the Monokuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled right through his left arm.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation's for. Don't worry about forming conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than it should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagato's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the cone blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can probably investigate Nagato's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagato's body. Probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Monokuma's file number 5. Alright then. Monokuma's dead. There's blood's coming out of his stomach. Hey! No response. He's dead, Jim! Just kidding! I'm not dead! Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory? If you're making a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you! You're a stuffed animal, too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why do you do it? Making a hole like he gets stabbed and go into the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagato's murder or something?
What are you
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more displeased than usual these days, Monami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know? I won't give up to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like these annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagato's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Monokuma plushie has been added to the treat bullets. Okay.
So
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. Now we should finish this class trial, then we can think about what will happen after. Alright then. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles, remnants of plastic is scattered all over the place. This is probably... yeah, run me through them. There's fire grenades that were used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I know, okay. Okay, don't click on them. I want to click on these, but okay. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mechans, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. This time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 for you. So it also has a clock function. And that means Nagato died 30 minutes ago. It happened that recently? It's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagato's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. And whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bomb is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem.
Like...
Not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen?
Huh?
Oh, what's going to happen?
That's obviously
This run school
wrong.
trip's going to end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you think something?
shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
No.
Yeah, I know.
You...
And don't bring up strange stuff like that. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about the sprinklers. That's when the sprinkler heads that activated pulled out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right?
see?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. It's like a small red line in the ceiling grinder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line.
Hmm.
That's why I've been staring at it. It's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder. One of us killed Nuggeto in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre, I can't do anything except laugh. Okay, let's investigate his body now. Never expected Nuggeto to die like this. He always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were able to reach the truth because of him. But everything's good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be focused or confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now's not the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Okay. Knife is stabbed through Nugget's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
By the way, it seems like the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nugget's left arm. Wait, what? Finished stabbing what? Finished stabbing Nugget's legs and left arm, okay. They stabbed the knife through his right hand.
it cannot be.
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
Then does that mean the killer went to all the trouble of using 2 weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Or do they need to use the spear at all?
You are
And
right.
it's definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Well, it looks like he was tortured. But then again, if they stab his hand, then they could just take it out and stab him instead of the spear. Unless... Okay. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand had stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. It's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. But regardless, it doesn't change the fact that he's hit his wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super
There's something strange. Strange what?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from where his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood spatter look strange? It's cut off right in the middle of his palm. As if his hand was clenched, because then the blood wouldn't be able to get inside. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe this is as far as the blood could have reached when it was splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else that's strange. When you flip it over, look at the back of his hand.
Well,
Yeah. There's blood also, but only on the middle joint of the fingers. You're right, why is it only on that part?
see?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. It's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood spot like that? Yeah, like his hand was clenched, see? Like he was holding something. Oh! There's a cord on the spear. What if he was holding the spear? Oh! Oh, what if he killed himself? Like, made it look like he was tortured. Like, he could have just tied his legs up. Obviously, that'd be easy. and then he stabbed a knife into his hand. But if his legs are tied, he wouldn't be able to, like, fling the spear over. So maybe his other hand was holding the spear, and maybe the Monokuma plushie. Yes! Maybe he had the handle of the knife in there, and so when he stabbed his hand over, that's how the blood got onto the Monokuma plushie. And so he just laid down. But why would he do that? Why would he go through all that trouble just to make it look like someone else killed him? We'd probably be able to analyze that easy, right? Because I've analyzed it right now. We're probably going to find that in the class trial. Is it like a red herring? I wanna have a look at something. That rope is tied on his hand. So I don't actually think he used his hand besides holding the string. Holding that. Right over here. So, yeah, that's what I think happens. But that would be too easy, wouldn't it? I feel like there's more to this. It's the 5th case. And I doubt Monokuma did this like they did in Danganronpa 1. So yeah. Sorry. Both of Nagato's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagato, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge against him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once to the chest, right? We just disregard the spear in his chest. The other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagato's body were from the killers torturing him? If that's the case, why was the killer trying to make Nagato confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there was no doubt that the killer must have had a deep grudge towards Nagato. If he wasn't let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they had a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds. Spear with a flashy ornament that is impaled deeply inside Nagato's stomach. There's no way around it. Looks like a fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? Cord extends from the tip of the handle and there's an iron weight attached. I see, so you used the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir! Yeah, it is! Definitely just came out with that right now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Netsumi Castle. What? Netsumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you, what the hell! I see, even he doesn't know what's inside the castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord comes out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it, too. For some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange. Yeah, he was definitely holding it. Strange that the section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently the spear came from Nitsumi Castle. Might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungnir. Okay. Steal some more. Oh, okay. Oh, the mask on his face. Must have been in great pain. He clearly had his agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagato from screaming for help? Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. There's blood spattered all over. It doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagato's face. In one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it right back away once I'm done investigating it. Putting that tape back is the issue. You ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagato's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case. No, she's not listening.
Hey.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. Yeah, there's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that?
Well?
The duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking outwards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagato was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? Which means Nagato's mouth was covered with the duct tape before he got all these wounds on all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. What's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? But if you're torturing someone, you want them to speak, don't you? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too, just to remember it. Duct tape. Okay, I think... Oh. Oh, the knife, right? The knife is stabbed through Nagato's hand. Apparently, the knife from the military base and it caused wounds. After the killer, yeah. Okay, I think I already looked at that. I need to look at this then. Nagato's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the rope was burnt off. Could this be a result of the fire? Well, that's weird. If the rope was burnt off like this, why are Nagato's clothes unaffected by the fire when he was close to the blaze? I don't think it was burnt off. I think it was already like this, so he could move his arm. Guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagato's body. Can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? A classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of the peers is clearly responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as normal as this? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Should investigate here a little more. Oh. I already saw this though. Alright, so you may be wondering, where is everyone? They were here before. Yeah, that's because I continued inspecting a lot of stuff till the point where we can leave the warehouse. And I forgot to unpause my video while pausing it. So what you actually had to find here was a lighter. And it seems that the lighter, an oil lighter it is, can continue burning even after it's out. Even after the lighter itself is out. I think that's how she said it. And I think the plushies were lined up to knock down the lighter. And so the lighter, when it knocked down, it caught onto something and it started lighting things up. And then we left the area. Now, sadly, there is no save thing, so I can't just go back. Music player, we're wondering why he was playing music. The plushies, they were lined up perfectly, so close to the door as well, so when we pushed it open, everything knocked down. Sonia also mentioned why she was gone during the place, during the search, why she wasn't at Central Island, why she didn't go to the factory right away. She explained that the first time we went to the military base, or she did, she found a whole pile of bombs, or the fireworks, as they actually were. And so basically, when Nagato announced that he was going to blow up everything up, she got worried. She even got more worried because he actually showed us a real bomb that blew up. And so she went to check again. And she tested one of them. She actually found one of them and tested it out, and it turns out it was a firework. And that's why she ran in and said it's not real. That's how she knew it wasn't real. So that's everything we missed. And now there are 4 areas we need to check. Nagato's room, military base, plushie factory, and Natsumi Castle. So we'll go to the plushie factory first. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed into this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagato must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Oops. That reminds me, when we saw Nagato's video message on this laptop. Is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video was set off to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the only thing we don't get. At the time, Nagato should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right, besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could have been used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use, it's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking. I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, the thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off the lobby might have been set up here. Huh? Oh yeah, Monokuma has a bomb in him, doesn't he? If you had the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think that group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? The plushie bomb is an act of terrorism. Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. There is a bomb inside. These wouldn't explode if we carelessly mess with it. Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean? Stop! There's no bomb! You'll all know if you just pick me up, see? All you feel is the soft, weird cotton.
I see.
You were right.
However...
Then where did Nagato obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should probably know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
Tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept it quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or the factory, then you brought it from the Octagon.
Well,
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of the plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it!
That is...
Did I say something I should not have? It's not your fault, don't worry about it. Monokuma's count, wow, really? Okay, let's search this room. The break room is on the other side of the door. This is where we obtain the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue, not even trash. Okay, well that's that for now. Let's go to the military base. Jabberwock Army. Oh, there's two of them. There goes Luigi. Damn it, this dangerous place is all the reason this all messed up and stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open, it's only dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island that can do that. When I try looking through this card, it's empty. When I first came here, there was something on this truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
I suspected the bombs had disappeared, and I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. Okay, I'm gonna put a screenshot on here. I can't see it myself right now, but you guys might be able to see if there was something on the back of the truck. I'll see it later when I put the screenshot on, but it's just so you guys know if there's a difference or not. I think there was bombs, like fireworks on the back, if I remember right, but it's just, yeah. So, what are you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake, he only did it to weed out the traitor. Is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive. Okay, huge supply of guns and other firearms. Oh, I found it! What do you find? Well, the truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like this. Survival knife. Wait, that's... yeah. Isn't it the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right arm?
maybe...
Which means the killer obtained the knife from here.
Alright!
So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. The bombs were fake. This might be fake, too. I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Okay, I think that's good. Spear with a flashy ornament on it's hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. Same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also...
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and the knife?
yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this would be unnecessary. Core thing like that would be easy to use. It definitely looks hard to wield. So they chose the spear for a reason, but what could that be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I feel in this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. Haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's still too early to be complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some sort of clue. Let's go. Oh. Hi.
Hajime.
Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna
I was just
do?
listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's room because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy,
Then do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. Hey, why don't we have time? We don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
fine, fine.
Fine, fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose. Bye-bye.
See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey, hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. Here we go. Ah, there's Monomi's treasure. So Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside the room? This room? What was he feeling? What was he feeling as he spent his days in there? Can't even imagine. I wanted to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed in it. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clues that might be to that might be hidden in here as well. Okay, there's Monokuma. Cool.
No.
The 1% collected 999 monocoins. Oh, nice. Okay, Monomi's treasure. Fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be? Can you let me know if you found my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
Perhaps.
A treasure box. Shocky, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This was like Monomi's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagato. But why would Nagato steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know. If this wasn't important, Nagato wouldn't have stolen it from Monomi in the first place. Turn back towards the treasure box and cautiously open the lid. Inside there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside the treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings, and as if they were drawn on, drawn by children, entries that look like children. A chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time. Monokuma showed up and things were bad. Day 2, Byaku was the leader and a lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it did. Did Monomi write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Been in the funhouse for 3 days, everyone's hungry and on the edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, you're totally the traitor. Or at least, the person working for the Future Foundation. You're totally it. You were the only person who knew I was going to go to the final dead room, you bitch. Stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa. I'm not literally calling Chiaki a bitch. Don't worry, I love Chiaki. But, come on. It can't get any more obvious than that. And Monomi was stuck. Wait, no. Monomi wasn't stuck in the final dead room by then. She got stuck in the final dead room when the body discovery announcement went off. So, never mind. But still, Chiaki. God damn it. And she can't write. She has no hands. Like, paws. Things. From out of nowhere, Monomi suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand. I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, you would have seen the inside of the notebook. Fortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagato was the thief. The trio was betrayed by my beloved students.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook is pretty much a diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, this is my important diary, where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar. You always show up at nowhere. Monomi, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monomi can't even write. What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Ah! See, bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way.
What?
Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So that's what this is about. You seriously trying to crush me?
What are you
Huh? What are you saying? There's no way Big Brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? He said you didn't write in the notebook, is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Oh, well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me! Hold on! Damn, I should totally run away again. The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Okay, I want to check this fridge. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice, my cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. Wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talk with Chiaki, I open the refrigerator out of curiosity. Monokuma's special poison for poisoning use only. Well, I mean, that's obvious. But why is there poison? There isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. Now, for someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. Yeah, but just because he has a refrigerator doesn't mean he likes cold drinks. That bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really, it looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? Took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is... Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there is a warning label on the back. Let's examine it a little more. Be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. Can I read that? No, I can't read that. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison may specifically killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its fatality is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing in a cool place, in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well?
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel. Apply the bomb?
See?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to do such strange items. The octagon. The poison must have bought it from there. I do remember there being refrigerators in there. So maybe Monokuma allowed him to go back to get a refrigerator? Or maybe he went there himself? The poison, he must have brought it from... must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would have he done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he tried blowing up the bombs, and he took with him at the lobby. What about the poison? Huh?
See?
Looks like the poison is less empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder if there is still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet. Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using the poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on this island? What the hell? Nagito, you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Awesome. So there's still some things to do. Ah, yes, the book. There's a lot of books arranged here. Nagito bring them from the library. Addition to these books, there's a bunch of random crap stuff on the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through this stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Maybe... It's a bear that comes with the cottage. It looks like just one in my room, but...
Hey.
Maybe there's something hidden inside his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like... I'm not even going to just... No. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... There's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What's this? Looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These gloves look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? Gas mask and rubber gloves. As if you're trying to mess with poison and gases and stuff. Oh boy. So I'm guessing... Oh my god. 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 Okay. I think he tricked us. So Sonia mentioned with the fire extinguishers how she swore there were more kinds, like maybe a gas thing that you hold the tube and you spray and stuff like that. Maybe. I don't know what she meant, but she said there was it was more before. So maybe Nagito took them all out, so he'd be forced to use the grenades that you just throw. And maybe he put one of them with poison. So when that landed, the poison would be mixed in with everything else, would become a gas, because it's being heated up from the fire, and it would be pushed down, and it would poison and kill Nagito. What if he was still holding the spear when he died, and the reason the spear dropped into him was because he got killed by the poison? It said it was instant, didn't it? It said it was an instant kill. Oh, that crazy motherfucker. And the reason I was saying about the gas in the gloves is because he was most likely touching the vial with the rubber gloves so he wouldn't touch the poison accidentally, and I'm not sure if the poison does anything when it touches you, but he was most likely worried. And he was probably wearing the gas mask so he doesn't, like, breathe in the poison, obviously. That's just... wow. Nagito is smart. Nagito is smart. If that's right, Nagito is smart. Is that it?
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. Peeked under the bed once more and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminium. Wrapped thin piece of blue aluminium. Similar to the seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. Guess what you're saying is, but does that mean there is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows? Might be too soon to decide that. Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining other areas first. Okay, but what? What else is there? Oh, we can investigate this? Since this structure's just my room, the shower room's over there. There aren't any clues, though. There are lots of books, the genres and the type of items are also random. I can't make sense of them all wherever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? Definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It's really difficult to look through all these piles. Doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be some private stuff there. Well, that might be true, but... So I'll leave the shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there was still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any other clues here. Yep, that's what I was worried about. That file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal. Indeed, it's a school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that mean they, does that have information on our stolen memories? Fortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. The file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's. I would have said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said it was I was from the reserve department and had no talent. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file and held my hand to confirm that. Instantly realized something strange. If this really has only my information, then why? Is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, was clear to me just as I thought Nagito had lied. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. I just realized Chiaki wasn't mentioned there, but he mentioned everyone who was alive. Okay. The file contained information about all 16 of us. Only my information my arse. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of us might not be a lie too. Turned it to the page containing my information and began reading through the contents. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, my weight, and so forth. There was one thing that especially caught my eye. The words Reserve Corps student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Yeah. Oh boy. That's what everyone would wonder, I bet. Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Ah, isn't that the special prize Nugget received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nugget was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profile for all 16 of us. Can I just take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
my profile is really in here.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on. What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Byakuya's?
What are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written on the file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think it's suspicious. Yes, it's me. Are you missing me right now? I've actually forgotten how to do this voice. I haven't used it in so long I can't use his voice that well. Oh, I'm such a shut-up badass. I will appear in Ultimate Despair Girls, though. Oh. He participated in the Killing School Life at Hope Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the Killing School Life is totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. Different reason?
You're getting
How should I
all
put this?
riled
You
up.
guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on a person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through the profiles. When I understand back to the file, I want to start flipping through the pages and confirm their names. Suddenly I came across a page that filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could be barely considered a student profile. Ultimate imposter. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Yeah. So someone was imposting Byakuya? That's the Byakuya's true identity! True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate of fluid frequency, Byakuya Togami! A fake?
Hey,
Yes, that was a fake all along, you bastards. The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Oh, I'm jealous of that after all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the Killing School Life?
so
His physique doesn't affect his
cool.
ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. And he was lying to us the whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain that talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway,
I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on that context, if I had to guess,
No,
maybe he was
no.
just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monokuma the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still don't know who's the Future Foundation. Who's from the Future Foundation? Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know who made that file, so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just that thought you're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is wrong.
hmm.
I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from the Host Peak. You made the fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey, hey.
Then why can't you see? We can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nuggeto too, right? Oh, probably. Roast Academy file. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure
Was that a wise
about
decision?
this?
Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait.
Bye-bye.
Excuse me for a moment. Yep, there it is. Yep. I do not like the sound of that. That chime just now.
What is most important for living things?
Death?
Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time.
You're wasting my time right now.
So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma.
The last one. Really?
I'll see you soon.
Or you mean the last one before the time goes down? Last class trial. You said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma time earlier, right? 2 more days. And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
Still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? Pardon me. I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. The class trial for Nugato's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we're so focused on the file. Still can't see who killed Nuggeto.
Still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know. You're right, you're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Alright then.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. Oh, is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed. So is it gonna happen again? The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through this, we can go back, right? The Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said that this is the last class trial. We're being tricked every step of the way. There's no way we can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't we believe it? This guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
So I'll definitely survive. We can really go home after we deal with his class trial. Definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out the all stops. What the fuck, why are you here? You haven't realized it yet. The feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
Why are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop it trying to jinx us!
I'll pick you up.
Damn right. A stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I finally realized after losing my powers. I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You.
What can you tell just by looking at those buttons? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still.
So I understand what Monami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial. You're right, we need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Yep. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. And to Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
The elevator ride. This will be the last time for this two, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after
you
they're
are
finished.
right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go on smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. You're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. The bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Ooh. Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left. Enough, just fucking start this already. Hey, this is right. This is it, right? This is really the class trial.
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
Alright!
Didn't I tell you? He said it was the end.
Now then.
Now then, let's get this class trial started. This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. It's kind of about the rise. Nagito Kameda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. I love that picture. I used it as the thumbnail for the first episode. It's just so innocent. But his true nature held such a demented thought process, there was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. This was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial blowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Awesome. Time for the trial.